Welcome back to WinAirVideo. 2026 is shaping up to be a turning point for Windsor and Essex County. A new multi-billion-dollar hospital system, massive road rebuilds, a controversial EV battery gigafactory, and new housing towers are all hitting critical milestones this year. It's cold out there. Mid-January and nothing is making big strides on the infrastructure side. At least nothing we can see from a drone in the sky or camera on the ground. However, there is a lot happening as we move forward in 2026. In this video, we're taking a clear, fact-based look at the biggest projects that will shape daily life in Windsor and Essex County in 2026. Where they're being built, what they cost, when they're supposed to be done, and the controversies that come with them. Let's start with healthcare. A brand new regional acute care hospital, now named the Fancey Family Hospital, is planned for County Road 42 at the 9th concession, on the edge of Windsor. It's part of a hospital system plan that has a price tag of about $2 billion. Making it one of the largest health investments in our region's history. In 2026, the first real construction step is scheduled to begin, what's called Enabling Works Phase. That includes a new administration building, a large parking structure, and all the underground services that prepare the site for the main hospital tower. This phase alone is expected to take roughly 3 years to complete. But this project has been controversial for a long time. Supporters say the new site gives the region room to grow and modern, efficient facilities. Critics argue that moving acute care away from downtown makes access harder for people who rely on transit and lowers the level of service in the core. As construction ramps up in 2026, those questions aren't going away. Next, let's talk about the roads that carry all of this growth. On the east side of Windsor, Banwell Road is turning into one of the most important transportation corridors in the region. A new interchange and overpass at E.C. Expressway, along with road widening, new stormwater systems, and multi-use paths are now underway as part of the program worth roughly $122 million. In improvement since 2022. The province alone is putting in about $50 million towards the new interchange structure. Construction on the interchange began in late 2025 and will remain very active right through 2026 and into 2027. This is the critical link that connects neighborhoods, the new hospital lands, the NextStar battery plant area, and future growth in Tecumseh. Drivers will see lane closures, detours, and heavy equipment on this corridor for years. But the goal is to replace today's bottlenecks with safer, higher capacity access for cars and trucks. Not far away, Lauzon Parkway is going through its own multi-year rebuild. 3 phases between Tecumseh Road East and E.C. are replacing old pavement, upgrading sewers and stormwater mains, and adding new sidewalks and multi-use trails on a route that already carries around 30,000 vehicles a day. Beyond that, the province is in the planning stage for a brand new Highway 401 interchange at the south end of Lauzon Parkway. This future connection would give trucks and commuters a direct route from the industrial southeast side, the hospital lands, and nearby business parks straight to the 401. There's no firm construction start date, but the design work happening now is clearly tied to the same mega projects driving everything else. Now let's turn to the industrial megaproject that's been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. the NextStar Energy EV battery plant. This plant backed by Stellantis and LG Energy, is promoted as a more than $5 billion investment, with production-based federal incentives that could reach up to $15 billion over time. It sits on a massive site near Banwell and County Road 42, and is designed to produce around 49.5 gigawatt hours of battery capacity each year, feeding North American EV production. By mid-2025, the main buildings were largely up, and work shifts to interior fit-out and equipment installation. At the same time, serious legal disputes erupted between the plant owners and multiple Canadian contractors, with lawsuits alleging unpaid work, constant design changes, missing drawings, and chaotic scheduling. Those disputes were still active as the region moved into 2026, adding uncertainty around timelines and relationships on the site. On top of that, there's a political controversy over the size of public subsidies, questions about whether enough local workers are being used, and worries about some softer EV demand in 2024 and 2025. Supporters call this plant a once-in-a-generation chance to anchor EV manufacturing in Windsor. Critics ask whether taxpayers are too exposed if the EV market doesn't grow as fast as promised. Fair question. Finally, 2026 is also a year where housing and community projects try to catch up with all this growth. In downtown Windsor, a 27-story mixed-use tower with 188 residential units and an approximate $80 million price tag has been approved, with shovels targeted for spring 2026. Along with this, a group of additional residential buildings, totaling around $300 million in investment and nearly 400 units, has been announced to help absorb new workers and residents tied to the battery plant, the hospital, and other major employers. These projects raise questions about affordability, parking, and whether developers can actually deliver on time in tougher interest rate environments. Put together, all of these projects, the hospital, roads, battery plant, bridges, high-rises, and town builds, amount to tens of billions of dollars reshaping Windsor and Essex County over the next few years. The big question now is simple. Are we building the region our kids will need, or are we locking ourselves into higher costs, more congestion, and more risk? Let me know in the comments which 2026 project you think will change your day-to-day life the most, and which one worries you the most. If you find these updates helpful, join the journey. Like, subscribe to WinAirVideo, share, and hype this video. This is Bob Jones, and I will see you in the next video.